What's up, everyone? My name's Diamond and welcome to this brand new series called Meritocracy. What's Meritocracy? What is it? Well, most games have achievements, challenges, and various levels of difficulty and things you can do with it. Here on the show, we take any game and we make it harder in something called a max achievement run. We'll go more into what a max achievement run is later, but in a nutshell, it's taking a game, beating it on the highest difficulty, and at the same time getting as many achievements and as close to 100% as possible in a single run. And in games that don't have achievements, well, we make our own achievements and make our own challenges and find challenges on the internet for them, because who doesn't love self-inflicted torture? And the first game I wanted to try this on was StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty. Now, StarCraft itself, the original, was the game that got me into gaming. It was the very first video game I remember loving. But StarCraft 2, specifically this one, got me back into gaming. And it's why I'm still doing these kinds of things today. So I figured, what better tribute to it than to make it, arbitrarily more difficult. We're gonna have that word a lot in this series, the word arbitrary, because everything we're doing right now is totally arbitrary. So today we're gonna take the story of StarCraft 2 and condense it, because the game takes about 8 to 9 hours to tell you a story. We don't got 8 or 9 hours, so I'm gonna give it to you in a minute. Also, we're gonna talk a little bit about the gameplay, not too much, but at least if you haven't played the game, give you a brief rundown. If you have played the game, well, you know what? Skip that part, I guess. And finally, we are gonna talk about the max achievement challenge for this game. Thankfully, StarCraft 2 is laid out very simply in terms of its achievements, so it's pretty easy to throw together what the challenge is. Doesn't mean it was any easier. In fact, at the end of the video, I am gonna go ahead and break down what my least favorite ones to go ahead and pull off were, because trust me, some of them were doozies, man. So let's dive right into StarCraft 2, but first, here's a condensed version of the story. Hope you can keep up.
You're essentially Jim Raynor. Life sucks, as most of your friends died back 2 years ago during the last game. So you start a rebellion against this guy. He's why your life sucks. Shoot a TV, kill people, drink booze. Old friend Taika shows up. Wanna go steal some stuff? Sure! But the Zergs show up and crash the party, so it's time to leave on your giant spaceship thing. On here, you have your captain, crew, weird scientist guy, and the great map of plot paths, all with their own storylines to complete. Ain't that cute? Path 1, rescue colony, flirt with Doctor, kill zombies, and either help Doctor later fight off Protoss death laser, or just say,
"You're infested,"
and burn her people. Yay. Path 2, find a space Rastafarian, get space meth, get space pot, and either help him free his friends from prison, or side with the hot ghost lady and stab him in the back. Sorry dude, hot ghost lady. Path 3, Matt, captain dude, wants a rebellion, so steal a robot, hire mercenaries, get blackmail, steal more stuff, and attack the capital just to upload the blackmail to the news broadcast to prove how evil the bad guy is, even though you just wrecked half of downtown. Path 4, work with Tychus, steal a bunch more stuff, use a big laser drill, run from Kerrigan, the evil Zerg lady that was once your girlfriend, steal more stuff, and become friends with the bad guy's son. Path 5, friend Zeratul gives you a tripping mind crystal about his vacation and the apocalypse. Yeah, no, that's it. That's all that happens in Path 5. Have you finished all the plot paths? Good for you. You didn't need to. Off the chart to blast the Zerg out of your girlfriend and shoot Tychus in the face. And you lived happily ever after. The end. Yeah, no, you're still stuck. You're still on the planet. And that was StarCraft 2, Wings of Liberty, condensed. As you can probably tell with the gameplay, StarCraft 2 is an RTS. However, unlike how most RTS games work, this one can be very fast-paced. I mean, have you ever heard of a Zerg Rush? I mean, seriously, frickin' six-pull piece of crap. Anyway, as such, there isn't really much downtime in the actual game after the first couple minutes. And it works like any other base building game. Pump out a labor force, make a bunch of cheap red shirts, and then go sacrifice those red shirts for your own gain and pleasure. Wings of Liberty specifically has you playing as the Terrans. Unlike the slimy insectoid Zerg things and the UFO jerk-faced Protoss, Terrans kind of ride the middle ground in terms of quantity and quality in their units. You've got your basic Space Marine, which hopefully has some good life insurance, because they see some crap out there and they get horrifically mangled and it's awful, but at least they have medics out there to also help try to patch them up. Sometimes they're just lazy and don't even get out of the ships. Seriously, it's like a doctor doing surgery from his car. I mean, how does that even work? Stick the scalpel in the headlight, kind of drive at him. Anyways, you do have a wide variety of infantry. Marines, medics, heavy-hitting marauders, crowd-controlling firebats, and reapers, who are really just crazy people with jetpacks and grenades. But they're fun in parties. Mechanically, however, is where the Terrans stand out. Sure, you do have flamethrower doom buggies and hover bikes with grenades and landmines on them, But you also have heavy-duty siege tanks and Pacific Rim-style mechs. You also have Goliath, but no one cares about Goliaths. They kinda suck. All this is even without mentioning the plethora of air units and defensive structures that the Terran have. Basically, Terrans, as most space human groups, are versatile. Squishy, but versatile. Apart from the battlefield, StarCraft 2 really stepped up the game with their campaign and all the bells and whistles that go with it. Apart from the very beginning, you have a good amount of freedom to choose which missions you want to do and in what order you want to do them. Every mission gives you a different unit at the end of it, and usually a various amount of upgrade points to spend. So how you play it is on you. And while there's kind of a preferred method to playing most of these, who cares? Pick your own poison. Do safe haven without siege tanks or any other units for that matter. Just do it, trust me, it'll be easy, it'll be fun. Characters in the game are pretty cool too. I personally like all of them in some way, shape, or form. However, this was Blizzard's first time trying any sort of conversation or choice mechanic in their games. And it kind of shows. People are fun to talk to, but sometimes things seem a little sporadic.
I didn't sign up for this.
You signed up to follow my orders. If you can't do that anymore, then get the hell off my ship!
Calm down, Raynor. Jeez. Specifically though, the choice mechanic, while personally fun, left Blizzard in kind of a plot hole for a while. They didn't really know how to make their choices work down the road in future games, and caused some problems. Hey Tosh, buddy, are you dead or are you actually still alive? I mean, I kept you alive. I personally tried to save you, but you gotta slip me some Terrazine while I wasn't paying attention, and now you could just be my hallucinogenic friend. Yeah, it's kind of cool, I guess. Also, the upgrade system I think is wonderful. Personally, I would prefer a way to get all the upgrades at once, but it's fine. I know what they were going for. They were trying to make the game a little more replayable and make your experience different every time. Not perfect, but it works. Alright, now to cover the achievements. And Blizzard decided to make a lot of them. So this was Blizzard's first foray into achievements, and while it does show a little, most of what they ask for isn't too crazy. But I will say, some of these stupid things just suck the soul out of you. There are 137 achievements in total, but a good half of them are easily earnable just by playing through the whole campaign. You beat the game, you've probably got 60, 70 achievements, as long as you talk to everyone. Now for the max achievement run, we have to get all we can in one go. For this game, a max achievement run consists of doing the following. Beat the whole game on brutal difficulty. Not too bad yet. Get every level achievement on the brutal difficulty on one go. This means you have to get all the bonus objectives and the 2 achievements they have per level, all while beating the level on brutal difficulty. And this includes the feats of strength that they threw in for Wings of Liberty. And this is where all the darn difficulty of this playthrough comes from. Also, get all the story and collectible achievements. This can be from conversations of the game or the various upgrades you can get throughout. However, for these kinds of runs, if you have to play through the game multiple times to get the achievement, such as with the armory ones where you don't have enough money to actually get it all, we do the best we can in one run. I personally will go back and complete the rest for 100%. However, a max achievement run simply means going and getting as many as we can in one single run. That is the whole point of max achievement. Also, unless otherwise stated, no multiplayer achievements. However, the reason for this game's omission of them is that it would take forever to get. We're only focused on the campaign as of now. I mean, winning 1,000 battles as each race, including random, not happening. At least not in the next couple of years. Now that we got that cleared up, let's break down the trials this game has to offer. First achievements on the block are the story achievements. Play the game, you'll get these pretty quick. Just make sure you talk to everyone after the missions. Even if you don't care about them, you still gotta go talk to them. At least pretend you care about them. That's what I do, at least. Next are the difficulty-based ones. The game does have 4 different difficulties: casual, normal, hard, and brutal. Casual is casual. It's what you play when you're half asleep and for some reason you want to go play StarCraft. You have to try to lose. It's pretty hard to fail. Normal is normal. Hard is pretty difficult if you haven't played the game before. Brutal, however, brutal makes some of these levels freaking trash heaps. Seriously, there's some levels that are easy enough on brutal, it's fine. And there are other levels that we'll get to here that they just suck something awful. After these ones are the armory achievements. Tedious. That's the word I'm describing these with. For the most part, you have to complete the game multiple times to get all the upgrades and mercenaries, as you don't get enough money in the game to buy everything. The game wants you to have to choose. I've heard rumors that there used to be a glitch that let you go through and replay levels just to earn more money, but I couldn't confirm those, and I've heard they might have been patched out by this point. So to get these ones, you do have to play through multiple times. However, the research project's achievements can get all those knocked out in one go. And while these achievements are worth it in terms of what you get in the game, they're pretty dull. Just do it, get it over with. And if you want to play the campaign again, just wait till your next campaign and remember to get the rest of them. Next, I'm going to go ahead and knock out the miscellaneous achievements. There really aren't many of these, and the ones there aren't too bad on the recommended settings. Beating the game in 8 hours on brutal while getting all the other achievements, that's a nightmare. Only because of the slogfest you have to put yourself through. But then again, there are certain levels that have achievements where you beat the level on timer, so that's not too bad. The other ones I want to cover are the Scenic Route, Monster Mash, and You're So Crazy. Scenic Route and Monster Mash are fairly simple. Heck, I got Scenic Route on Brutal, kind of on sheer accident. I just felt like blowing up everything. Monster Mash, again, it's more timing and making sure you do it. But You're So Crazy, good freaking heavens, you have to have the Soul Pack with the Devil for that one. I'll talk about this one more later, but let's just say, to beat this level, you better be packing some delicious cheese, because that's the only way you're getting through it. The rest of the achievements in the game are on a per level basis. Some involve killing a certain amount of units, usually in a specified way. Some are collectathons, so okay, nothing too crazy yet. Then you start hitting the fun ones, like don't lose a single building, or survive X amount of time, or stab yourself in the leg with a spork. Oh wait, that's not an achievement? Oh, I just did that? Okay, yeah, sorry, these are the links this game can drive you to. In fact, for a frame of reference, I'm going to share the top 5 most difficult achievements in this game for a max achievement run. In my opinion, there are plenty of hard ones, and frankly some stupid achievements out there, but these 5 are the ones that I personally had the hardest time with. Number 5, Supernova. The whole frickin' level. This level is only number 5 on my list, as I'm sure that it's my own incompetency that causes this to be so difficult. The achievements themselves aren't too bad. I mean, 75 buildings and units with the cloaked banshees. Okay, the game's begging you to do it. And don't let anyone get burned by the firewall. Oh yeah, there's a firewall. When you combine this level and all the stuff that throws at you with the giant stupid firewall on brutal difficulty, it becomes a nightmare. A very hellish nightmare, which I think is appropriate for a planet going through a supernova. It sucks. I just hate this level. I don't like it. Next, number 4. Yippee-ki-yay. I would say I'm just pronouncing that because of my own feelings of the level, but the achievement actually has the ... at the end, so there you go. This level and I have a history. Back in the day, 2010, it took me hours to plow through blowing up 50 buildings, and at the time, I would have declared it the hardest achievement. Lots of rage, people. Lots of rage. Years later, I decided to do it on Brutal, and once again, I got to question why I do the things I do. I still don't have an answer. Suffice it to say, this level is hard enough to survive on. Even harder to venture out and kill the enemy, with or without Derp Miser the Drill. Stupid frickin' drill. Number 3, You're So Crazy. Yep, I'm bringing this one back. I'm noticing a trend that all these difficult levels and everything have to do with the Tal'Darim, but this achievement is special as it's a feat of strength and technically is not part of the campaign achievements. And the name sums it up. You're crazy if you try to do this stupid achievement on Brutal. The thing requires you to blow up the entire Protoss base on that Terrazine level, which you're not really supposed to be doing. And for good reason. Not only that, but you gotta keep them from capping gas sources, which, I mean, by the time you're attacking the base, it's not too difficult, but still. And, as I forgot, not let them destroy a single SCV, no matter what that SCV may or may not be doing at the time. This darn achievement caused me to replay the level again, even though I had blown up the Protoss base because I abandoned my home base and let all the SCVs die. So, I guess the moral of the story is, don't be a jerk to your SCVs that could cause you to fail achievements. Oh well, I cheesed it. You build a base in their base, and they don't know what to do about it. Number 2, Safe Haven. The whole thing. Hey look, it's more Protoss. At least they're not Tal'Darim this time. But this time they brought up giant fiery death lasers, so I mean, that's much better. The trick of this mission is to blow this thing up before it starts burning too many colonists. As in, 2 colonies. Oh, and the mothership thing's invincible, and the Protoss keep hammering you with all sorts of attack waves, and the colonists too. And if you don't save all the colonists, you fail the meritocracy run. The worst part of it is they make you use Vikings. They don't make you use Vikings, but they heavily encourage it. Vikings just aren't that great, especially against, ground units. They just kind of suck. You wanna know how I beat this mission? Missile turrets. A butt ton of missile turrets. Mothership thing can't vortex missile turrets, and it won't summon a bunch of her units on top of them. So, hey, it works. I hate this mission, but it probably isn't so bad if you do it much later in the game. Number 1, Blaze of Glory. Alright, where to begin? The level is actually one where you're supposed to die. It's a survival level, but the trick is to live until you kill a certain amount of units. The objective, 2,500. For the achievement, 3,250 on Brutal. God, I wasted so much time doing it regularly, but Brutal mode makes it trial and error and sheer luck. And I realize a lot of people have no problems with this one. I did. Oh heavens, I did. Thankfully, a guide back in the day helped me out, because I'd probably still be crying on this level if not. The final thing I want to cover is the Lost Viking arcade game. This game stole about a week straight of my life in college, and boy, it's still not much easier, but it is fun. You've got to beat it about two and a half times to get the final achievement, and when you do, you get bragging rights. Hope you like those. You're going to be getting that reward a lot. And the game doesn't give you anything. It just gives you your achievement and walks away. You don't get money. You don't even get a comment from someone like Stedman saying, oh look, you got the new high score and you beat mine or whatever. I'm sure Stedman's played this game a lot. It's probably why he's crazy. Nevertheless, it's a fun little mini game that you can play if you feel up to it. It is an achievement. You do have to get it.
For the first game of this new series, StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty was by far one of the better choices I could have made. And it was a fantastic experience. If you haven't played the game before, go ahead and give it a try. It is a wonderful game. It is an RTS. It's not for everyone, but it's a very fast-paced RTS. And adding the max achievement challenge for the campaign, it really creates a new experience, but it's really grueling and you kind of hate yourself afterwards, but it is fun. It is worth it. You can tell your friends that you did it. They won't know what you're talking about, but you can tell them you did it and they'll call you stupid. But, do you know what they say? Arbitrary challenges build character. Thanks for watching, and if you liked what you saw, go ahead and leave a like down below and leave a comment for, any suggestions you have for the series and also any games you want to see. We're open. I've got a few games lined up, but after that, pick what you want. There are a lot of games I have not played. So, thanks for watching, and if you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. We plan on having our video out next week.